What up, y'all? This is Tracy from Nerd Squish, and today we're going to be talking about the second speculation map of the season for Halloween Horror Nights 32. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got another spec map, and there was much rejoice. Yes. I don't know how to feel about this map. It's, interesting. I feel like I'm being punked. When I looked at it, I was like, okay, where's Ashton Kutcher? Is he coming out? Let's talk about it. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Why am I excited? Why am I crying? But before we do that, if you're new here, this is Nerd Squish, where we take everything spooky and we take everything nerdy and we squish it all together. So if you like Halloween Horror Nights, horror movies, and pop culture, definitely hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos from us in the future. Before we get into all the craziness of this, I do want to state that this is for the Orlando event. It's the one I always go to, so it's usually the only one I really talk about, as I can't really, get too much into Hollywood. So with that, let's dive in. So Horror Night Nightmares dropped the second speculation map of the season on April 27th, 2023. This has changed drastically, as you can see. There's really only 3 things that have stayed the same. Everything else is different. So the first thing that's the same is Chucky. Duh. He's here to stay. He's here to play. Let's friggin' go. He's also the only official announcement that we have of this season, which I need more. We probably won't get another official announcement until summer, right? June, maybe. And I'm dying inside. I need more official news. Please, Universal, please. Another thing that has remained the same is the Universal Monsters house. The only thing that's slightly different is, of course, the name has evolved to Monsters Paris. So you know your boy Phantom's gonna be there. It's going down. We're going to Paris, ladies and gentlemen. And I couldn't be more excited about that, honestly. And the third house that really hasn't changed is The Last of Us, but again, the name has evolved to The Last of Us Naughty Dog. So clearly what this information gives us is that we are following the video game rather than the series with your boy Pedro. And the reason that is Naughty Dog is actually the company that develops the game for PlayStation. I know nothing about this video game, much less any video game. I really can't speculate much further than that. I do think this will be probably better because I'd like to think that the game incorporates more of the clickers and the zombies than the show really does. On the flip side of that, I think we will all miss and mourn Pedro's mustache. So I have to ask you, everyone that goes through this house, we all have to carry fake mustaches. Pop those bad boys on, go through the house. It's normal. It's normal. That's not weird. This is what we need to do. Who's forming the mustache pack with me? Let me know in the comments. One thing I also did notice going along with The Last of Us and Naughty Dog is they actually have a scare zone labeled the same thing. So we're gonna get not only a house, but a scare zone. It's kind of weird that they're in different areas of the park and they're not even together. Again, it's speculation. This will change and evolve. That's all that's the same. That's it. Everything else has changed. And this kind of blew my mind because most speculation maps don't vary much in between each one. I felt like this one was just balls to the wall. It went wild and I was like, oh, all right, we're doing that. So without further ado, let's get into the new things on the second speculation map. The first one that my eyes went to is Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. I have 2 opposite reactions to this particular property being a house. Number 1, I'm very excited because I am a huge fan of Demon Slayer, like every other person on the planet right now. It has taken the world by storm. But at the same time, I'm an anime at Halloween Horror Nights. To my knowledge, I don't think that's ever been done before. That's interesting. And I think it works. I mean, it's Demon Slayer. It's about this kid fighting demons, and it's bloody, and it's gory, and it's scary. So I think it works. but at the same time trying to translate that anime style into real life, like it's going to be very interesting to see how that would even work. I mean, again, if anybody can do it, Halloween Horror Nights can do it because they can do no wrong. And we know that Universal already kind of has a relationship with Demon Slayer because they did have a temporary attraction at their Japan park with a VR coaster that recreates the world of Demon Slayer, and it was a success. Naturally, anything that's Demon Slayer, people just like foam at the mouth for. So they already have a relationship with this property. I also feel like this is very similar to Stranger Things, where it is going to be the property of the year. This is what's going to bring people into the gates. Although, again, like Stranger Things, Demon Slayer fans and horror fans, like they're similar, okay? They're kind of in the same group, but you're gonna bring so many people that are Demon Slayer fans that have never been to this event, have never even thought of going to this event, but they will bust down the gates just to experience walking through their favorite show. And I know people have been kind of both rumoring and wishing for this one, but it'll be very interesting to see if this stays on the map for real. Another thing that I find interesting is I said this is a new property on the map. However, I'm wondering if that one that was on the last map that was just the Japanese like symbols and lettering or whatever, and everybody was translating it to be Japanese creatures, but I wonder if it was actually Japanese demons, and it was on the map the whole time and we just didn't know. The next new house we have is the Exorcist Believer. This is weird. This is weird to me. So instead of getting another Horrors of Blumhouse, this time with Megan and Insidious, we're getting Blumhouse's take on The Exorcist. This is weird. I don't think this is gonna stay on the map, and here's why. This property, this movie, first of all, we don't even have like a trailer for this movie yet, because guess what? It doesn't come out until October 13th. I find it very hard to believe that HHN will start beginning of September. This movie's not even out and we're already walking through a house for it, because typically they don't like to do it. There have been some movies that have broken that rule, but it's weird. I also find it very strange that, you know, the Horrors of Blumhouse, specifically with Megan, was taken off the map with how much of a viral sensation that movie and that character was. And maybe it was like, you know what, it's too many dolls. They heard about the fight, the showdown that I talked about in my last video, and they're like, oh, too much heat, we can't handle it. I don't know. This is very interesting. I really don't have any thoughts on this one. I do love the original Exorcist movie, and I do understand that this movie is supposed to be a sequel to the 1973 classic, but I don't know. It's meh to me. So the next new house that has entered the map is a church or a village with a pentagram in the sky. Now my brain immediately went to two different things when I saw this. The first one being perhaps Midnight Mass, which I don't think that will be it, because the pentagram specifically, I think, hints to something else. I don't think Midnight Mass and the pentagram, like the village and the church maybe, but I would love to see Midnight Mass because I loved that show. I love all the Mike Flanagan products, and I know that they did have Haunting of Hill House. Even though I didn't like that particular house, I would love to see them do Midnight Mass. I would love to recreate that scene of the vampire angel, like in the back of the church, like entering and like, oh, put goosebumps. Even talking about that scene, I have goosebumps. I would love to see that. But I don't think that's what this is hinting at. My other thought when I saw this is Salem Witch Trials, because it kind of looks like an old school Salem-y kind of village and the pentagram. I don't know. It could be. It could be. As long as it's not as bad as that witch house that they had last year. If you know, you know. The next symbol house on the map is Dungeons and Dragons? Game of Thrones? I don't know. We have something medieval going on here, which we know that a lot of Halloween Horror Nights originals do tend to be like period pieces. I don't know. Is it a coincidence that Dungeons and Dragons is out in theaters and this looks like Dungeons? Maybe that's why my brain went there. I don't know. I have nothing to offer on that. The next secretive new house on the map is Top Secret. I mean, it's Top Secret. I got nothing on it. However, I'm thinking Top Secret, Confidential. Could it be like a Boris Schuster Legendary Truth type thing? Detective work. It's secret. it sensitive data? I don't know. That's about all I got on this one. I have no earthly idea. And the next mystery house that we have is a circus tent in a cloud. Obviously, when I saw this, I immediately thought killer clowns. It probably won't be killer clowns since we've already had killer clowns very recently at the park. But maybe it'll just be like an original take on clowns, because if there's one thing that Halloween season and haunted houses love, it's evil clowns. I don't know, leave your thoughts down below. Like, any of these symbol houses, what do you think they mean? Because I don't know. I just need information, Halloween Horror Nights. And the very last house on our new speculation map is the devil emoji. At first I was like, okay, a devil. Great, I don't know what that means. But then I was thinking, okay, well, the Japanese symbol could have evolved and it could have been Demon Slayer the whole time. What other, like, property on the prior speculation map could this have evolved into? And then I thought about the guitar with the lightning bolt and how if it wasn't Stranger Things, it could be a music house. And what band seems to be, like, taking over everything lately? Ghost. Which is like, they're all like supposedly like satanic and, you know, and all that, which is hilarious to me because I love Ghost. I didn't always like them. Recently, like I would say like the last 2 or 3 albums I've really gotten into because they kind of had that style shift of like a more 80s thing. And that's what's really funny is like, everybody's like, oh, they're this like satanic band. And I'm like, this sounds like an 80s bop. Like this is scary, and I mean, maybe some of the lyrics kind of go towards that, but I digress. I'm ranting about stuff that is not even relevant to, I don't know. Anyway, I really think this could be a contender because think about it. I mean, there's so many, they had Mariana Cross and many different other songs that have gone viral specifically on TikTok, and they seem to be a band that has like a buzz around them lately. So I think it could be pretty likely that maybe we'll have a music house and it will be Ghost. And if that's the case, I will be acting a damn fool in this house because like you're gonna tell me Dance Macabre is gonna be playing. I'm gonna be moving. I'm gonna be dancing. It's just gonna be like the Weekend house where I was like dancing in like the mirror light maze and like the scary attendant in the corner had to yell at me and be like, ma'am, please keep going. This will happen if there's a ghost house. So that is our new map. I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. I think I was more excited about the last one than this one, even though I knew it was gonna happen. The fact that Devil Dogs has been taken off of this map hurts. I feel attacked. I was looking forward to that house so much, and I just thought it had so much potential, not just because I'm a werewolf fanatic. I just feel like you really could dive into that and make it really, really cool. Especially, we all know, the Horror Nights originals are just beautiful, and we'll never emotionally recover over the fact that Devil Dogs is gone. I'm also very sad that the Anchor house has been taken because, you know, whether or not it was gonna be a sequel to Winter's Wake, I just love a good old water house. They always do good water houses. And then on top of that, so literally as I was like getting ready to film this video, Horror Nights posted something on their Twitter. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I think I saved it. They posted at 12:25 on April 28th. Sorry, not sorry. Dark and stormy is the way I like it. And that immediately made me think of the new Dracula movie, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Hello, a ship, it's dark, it's stormy, Dracula's coming down, and he's sucking all your blood. Like, are you hinting at that? Are you? Now, I don't think that's gonna happen, because let's face it, the Monsters house is definitely a go, and I highly doubt, even though this new movie is obviously not like a traditional, Universal monster, I highly doubt they would have 2 Universal monster type houses in one year. Like, I don't think they would do that. It'd be tight, but I don't think they'll do that. I'm sorry, I just thought about the Devil Dogs thing, and it's insulting. it's literally insulting the fact that like that was taken off the map and some of these other things were added. And again, I get it. This is not official news from Universal themselves. This is something Horror Nights puts together to just nerd out with all of the fellow Horror Nights fans, right? I mean, they actually stated this when they put up this new speculation map. They put up something else that was like a little FAQ, right? That kind of explained where they get these things from. And it's a little bit of literally everywhere, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, as well as just like anonymous like hints and stuff like that. I mean, I literally envision this is really stupid, but I literally envision like a little spy hopping around Universal, like twisting his mustache and like laughing evilly as he's like peeking around construction gates and finding like some symbol, or like he found like a discarded piece of paper that had like information on it. And I know that's not how we guess these things. I know that. But that's what I like to envision, and I'm gonna stay there because it makes me laugh. Anyway, what do you guys think of the version 2 of the Spec map? Is it weird? Are you excited? Are you crying with me about devil dogs? Let me know in the comments. Sound off. I want to know your thoughts. So until we get another Spec map or more information from Universal, this is all I have on Halloween Horror Nights 32 as of now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos on Halloween Horror Nights, definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so when a new video hits the channel, you'll be notified. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you nerds in the fog.